kì í ṣe gbogbo ohun tí ẹ bá rí lórí social media lẹ máa tẹ̀lé o. arábìnrin kan rèé ló ti fi ẹnu kó bára ẹ̀ mi lè sọ pé kó bára ẹ̀ àmọ́ ó fẹnu já wáyà gidi. kí ló ṣe? arábìnrin ni wọ́n ń pè ní Blessing CEO. Blessing Okoro ni orúkọ ẹ̀, tó jẹ́ pé arábìnrin yìí ọmọ Ìgbò ni. ó ti gbé àwọn èèyàn ní gbogbo ọmọ Nàìjíríà báyìí wọ́n ń wá arábìnrin yìí wípé ó máa fún wa lówó wa. ó gbá ojú gbogbo ọmọ Nàìjíríà àtọkùnrin àtobìnrin àtọmọdé àtàgbàlagbà ó gba ojú wa. arábìnrin yìí Blessing CEO lọ́wọ́ èèyàn ń pè. Blessing CEO yìí ó jẹ́ obìnrin tó jẹ́ pé ó jẹ́ gbajúgbajà tí gbogbo àwọn èèyàn mọ̀. Influencer ni. ó máa dẹ̀ ń fún àwọn èèyàn nímọ̀ràn lórí ìgbéyàwó, lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ọkùnrin sí obìnrin. ó máa ń fún àwọn èèyàn nímọ̀ràn gan tó jẹ́ pé nǹkan tí gbogbo èèyàn tí wọ́n mọ̀ sí ní orí social media ni. ó wà lórí Facebook, lórí Instagram, gbogbo èèyàn mọ̀ dáadáa. àmọ́ kí ni arábìnrin yìí ṣe? nǹkan àkọ́kọ́ tí arábìnrin yìí ṣe ni wípé arábìnrin yìí bọ́ sí ayélujára. ó sọ wípé òun ní àrùn jẹjẹrẹ tí àwọn olóyìnbó ń pè ní cancer. ní ìgbà tó sọ pé òun ní àrùn jẹjẹrẹ tí àwọn olóyìnbó ń pè ní cancer. kíní yìí ó jẹ́ nǹkan tí ó yàyàn lẹ́nu lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀. ó sọ pé cancer tóun ní yìí o kì í ṣe ìpele àkọ́kọ́ o, kì í ṣe ìpele kejì, kì í ṣe kẹta, ó ní ìpele kẹrin cancer. òun lòun ní ìpele kẹrin cancer. dájúdájú pé ó ń jẹ́ kó yé wọn wípé cancer ìjẹjẹrẹ yìí ó ti jẹ́ òun kọjá be careful o. tọ́ba dẹ̀ sí ń sọ pé ó ti wà ní ìpele mẹ́rin, ó ti ń fi hàn wípé ó ti ní agbára gan. nígbà tó bọ́ sórí ayélujára tó sọ fún àwọn ènìyàn wípé ìpele ìkẹrin ni cancer tóun ní àrùn jẹjẹrẹ yìí, ó ti bọ́ sí ìpele kẹrin. wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ké lórí ayélujára. ó ń ké tó ń wọ ẹkún mu bí ọmọ ọwọ́ ni, tó ń sunkún bí ọmọ ọwọ́. gbogbo kíní yìí ó já àwọn ènìyàn láyà tó jẹ́ pé ó jẹ́ kí ẹ̀rù bà ọ̀pọ̀ èèyàn wípé irú kí leléyìí ọmọ anífowó ṣe. kí ló ń ṣe arábìnrin yìí? kánsà. èèyàn gbúdọ̀ gbàdúrà irú àìsàn yìí, èèyàn gbúdọ̀ gbàdúrà ẹ̀ fọ́tá ẹ̀, èèyàn gbúdọ̀ gbàdúrà ẹ̀ fún ọ̀tá ẹ̀. ká tó sọ pé ọ̀rẹ́, ká tó sọ pé ọmọ ìyá àbí ẹni tó súnmọ́, nítorí pé àrùn tó burú jáì ni. àìsàn tó burú jáì tó jẹ́ wípé wọn ò tí ì rí àbáyọ ẹ̀ nípa àwọn oníṣègùn òyìnbó. wọn ò tí ì mọ̀ tẹ́ wọ́n pẹ́ kánsà ṣèyàn nítorí pé àrùn burúkú ni. arábìnrin wa ní kó òun ní kánsà yìí bó ti wà ní ìpele kẹrin. dájúdájú pé ìpele tí ó wà yìí ìpele tó lágbára ni, tó léwu lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀. nígbà tó jáde ó ń sunkún tó ń wọ ẹkún mu ni. arábìnrin yìí gẹrun ẹ̀ nítorí pé wọ́n ní tí kánsà yìí bá ti dé àyè kan tó ti wà níbi ìpele kẹrin ìpele karùn-ún wípé gbogbo irun wọn báyìí ó máa tú ni, irun wọn máa tú ni. àwọn nǹkan oríṣiríṣi máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní máa ṣe míì, gbogbo eyín ẹ̀ máa wọ ẹ̀dànù, àwọn nǹkan oríṣiríṣi máa ṣe wọ́n wípé èmi wọ́n máa ṣàárẹ̀, kò ní ara ẹ̀ kò ní ní àlàáfíà mọ́. arábìnrin sọ wípé nítorí àrùn yìí òun fẹ́ ta lé òun fẹ́ ta ọkọ̀ òun, wípé nítorí àrùn yìí ó wá mú irun ẹ̀ ó fa. nígbà tó fa kinní yìí ẹ̀rù bà àwọn ènìyàn wípé arábìnrin yìí tọ́mọ nífẹ̀ẹ́. nígbà tó máa di ọjọ́ kejì, arábìnrin yìí wá mú account number ẹ̀ ó gbé síta. ó ní pé káwọn èèyàn kan ràn òun lọ́wọ́ o, pé bóun ṣe wà yìí òun ò mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ayé òun mọ́, pé òun nílò owó láti lè fi yanjú gbogbo nǹkan tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí. gbogbo àwọn èèyàn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní send owó sí, wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní fi owó sínú àwọn àpò àsùn ẹ̀, wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní fi owó sí lóríṣiríṣi. ó ní 10,000 ọ́fíìsì, ó ní 1 naira ọ́fíìsì, ó ní 2 naira ọ́fíìsì, àwọn ní mílíọ̀nù náà wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní fi sí. níjọ́ kejì, arákùnrin dúdú kan tí wọ́n máa ń pè ní very dark man tó bá sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ẹ̀. ó ní arábìnrin tó bọ́ síta yìí tó sọ pé òun ní àrùn jẹjẹrẹ yìí, òun ò ní pé òun ní àrùn jẹjẹrẹ o, pé torí pé jẹjẹrẹ tó lọ ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe àrùn kékeré o, kì í ṣe àrùn pé ẹ̀fọ́rí, kì í ṣe bà, kì í ṣe àwọn àrùn téèyàn kọ́ lè fẹnu sọ. jẹjẹrẹ yìí ń ṣe àrùn téèyàn kọ́ lè fẹnu máa pa. pé tó bá jẹ́ pé o ní lóòótọ́, òun bá ẹ gbàdúrà lọ Ọlọ́run pé kọ́lọ́run kó yọ ẹ́ o, kọ́lọ́run ṣàánú. àmọ́ tó bá jẹ́ pé ò ní tó lọ ń parọ́ pé o ní, ó ní o máa kọ́ nǹkan tuntun o.
I saw this video going viral yesterday. I've seen a lot of news that Blessing CEO has stage 4 cancer. She's selling her properties to raise money. She's selling her cars. She cut off her hair because she has cancer. First things first, I just hope what Blessing CEO is true. What Blessing CEO is saying is true, because I hope it's not one of all these people's prank or maybe cloud chasing or something you want to use to gather money, because cancer is a very sensitive matter globally. Cancer is not a matter. It's not something that someone should use to joke, because this thing have claimed the life of a lot of people. Until tomorrow, there'll still be no cure. It has claimed the lives of many. Even my friend, Monster Boy, that just left this room now. Cancer took the life of his mother. So I don't think it's something that anybody should use to joke. That's in case if she's joking. Number 2, I am not convinced enough that Blessing CEO is saying the truth. Why? Because you did not even post any proof from any hospital that diagnosed you. Even though you didn't pronounce the diagnosis well, you said diagnose or no wala. You did not provide the hospital that diagnosed you with proof of the doctor's report. You said resources in your words. You said a lot of resources has gone into your health. This money that you have been spending, the hospital, you did not put these receipts together for us to see, to be sure. You see, all these things you did not do. I watched the video, you just came with emotional blackmail. And this is the time for people to show you that they love you. If you have never hurt anybody before, that you have been advising people, but now you need advice, then towards the end, blah, blah, you know. So it doesn't look convincing to me. And again, you have this record talking about you. You know how you came to limelight. Let me play the video if you have forgotten.
This house does not belong to me.
Who does this house belong to? Onyeze who?
Yes.
Onyeze Nachiko. What did you do that made them to ask you to say the owner of the house?
I recently came here to take a picture.
You recently?
I'm not the owner of the house, Yadun. I'm not the owner. This is his compound.
Go inside that parlor. Go inside that parlor. They do a video. Now what's that thing, guy?
Oh, no, anyway, comment already.
Start saying something.
This is compound.
You are not the owner of the house.
I'm not the owner.
This was around 25th of May, around May 2019. You claimed somebody's house, posted it all over social media that you have a house, you bought a house. Until the owner came back, Onyeze in China, came back, used police to arrest you. Then you confess that it's not your house. So this same you again, where use that kind of thing, chase clouds, where they arrest you, where use and take blue. Now you won't come now and say you get cancer, make we believe you without proof. And even that one said, if you even drop proof of house, you then enter inside the house, people believe. You they post the house picture. Again now, this house where you post, say you won't sell, is it, do you really own the house? That's another thing. What am I trying to say? From your track record, I know if you believe this kind of thing. You can just, you people, it's possible that you want to use it to raise money. You know, maybe you want to use and just chase clout again, you know. But again, cancer is a very sensitive matter. Please, let's know what we are doing. Cancer, they very, very sensitive. Very, very, very sensitive to joke with. If you and IBD don't broke, wanna look for way, maybe IBD day in debt, you day in debt, maybe. If all this kind of thing don't happen to you now need money, you look for another way. Job, no, they come. But this one, you are this place where you go now, it don't make any sense. And there's no proof. Stage 4 cancer now, yes, they told you get stage 4.
Ó wá sọ fún arábìnrin pé nǹkan tó ń ṣe yìí, nǹkan tó sọ pé ó ń ṣe yìí, jẹ́ kó jẹ́ pé ó ń ṣe o, nítorí pé tó bá ṣe tó sì parọ́ pé ó ń ṣe ó ní o máa kọ́ nǹkan tuntun, nítorí pé àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà wọ́n á fà ẹ́, wọ́n á wọ ẹ, ẹsẹ̀ àṣekínni abúlẹ̀. Ó ní pé torí pé ní ìgbà tó máa kọ́kọ́ wá sí orí ayélujára tí gbogbo èèyàn máa mọ̀ ẹ́, kí ni àwọn èèyàn fi mọ̀ ẹ́? Arákùnrin wa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní tàn mọ́lẹ̀ sí. Ó ní irọ́ òun làwọn èèyàn fi mọ̀ ẹ́ o. Ó ní pé kí ni irọ́ tó pa nígbà yẹn tí àwọn èèyàn fi mọ̀ ẹ́? Ó ní ó lọ lé onílé, ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní lọ ń ya fídíò ńbẹ̀. Débi pé wọ́n gbàgbé ọ̀rọ̀ yìí, wọ́n ní pé kárákùnrin kó filẹ̀ kó ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀. Ìyẹn lọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ó wá bọ́ sórí ayélujára sí yìí. Ó wá ń sọ wípé ìwọ ní kánsà, ó ní àrùn jẹjẹrẹ. Báwo ló fẹ́ ká ṣe gbà wípé òótọ́ ni? Wípé ìwé tí wọ́n fi ṣe ìwádìí wípé ó ní àrùn jẹjẹrẹ, ó ní gbé sórí ayélujára pé gbogbo wa rí kí a lè mọ̀ wípé ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń sọ yìí òótọ́ ni. Gbé sórí ayélujára kí gbogbo wa rí kí a lè mọ̀ wípé òótọ́ ni. Nígbà tí arábìnrin máa dá ọkùnrin dúdú yìí lóhùn, èyí tí wọ́n ń pè ní Very Dark Man, ó dá lóhùn.
So Very Dark Man said Blessing CEO cannot be trusted because of her past. So he played a particular video on his page and said that Onyeze video, he said somebody who lied about somebody's house cannot be trusted. Now VDM, that's by the way. Now the truth about it is, Very Dark Man, you are one person that is not supposed to be going to people's past, because you also have a past. We grow, we evolve, we learn, and we unlearn. Imagine people going back to your own past. So please, whenever you're talking, don't always go to people's past.
Ó ní pé nǹkan àtijọ́ pé màmá mú wá sí nǹkan mi. Òun lè ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ látijọ́, òun ò parọ́ ní èyí tó ń sọ yìí, nǹkan tó ń sọ yìí nǹkan òótọ́ lòun sọ torí pé ó ṣe òun ni. Stage 4 lòun wà, kíní kan lòun wà, bákan ọ̀rọ̀ tí wá bẹ́yìn yọba yo. Gbogbo àwọn èèyàn ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní fa arábìnrin. Wọ́n ti ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní fi ọ̀rọ̀ kù ní ìfúnpọ̀. Ẹni kí ló kọ́kọ́ yà mí lẹ́nu tó jẹ́ pé mo lẹ́nu lẹ̀ mi ò fojú ràn mọ́ ẹnu mo làálẹ̀ dẹrẹ arábìnrin yìí ó sọ pé kì í ṣe stage 4 lòún wà o pàápàá gan nínú ìwádìí àti ìbéèrè tí wọ́n ń bi arábìnrin yìí gan kò dájú wípé ó ní àrùn jẹjẹrẹ ní ìgbà tí wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣe ìwádìí ó lọ sí orí iléeṣẹ́ Arise TV ibẹ̀ ló ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní fi ọ̀rọ̀ ponífúnkọ̀ Arise TV wọ́n béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ àwọn tó wà ń bẹ̀ wọ́n béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ pé kí ló fi ní ìdánilójú wípé ó ní àrùn jẹjẹrẹ arábìnrin ò rí dáhùn o ó ń sọ wípé òun ò débi pé àwọn dókítà wà ń bẹ̀ àwọn agbẹjọ́rò wà ń bẹ̀ wọ́n ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ pé ó ní àrùn jẹjẹrẹ báwo ló ṣe mọ̀ àwọn ìwádìí wo ló ṣe tó fi sọ pé ó ní àrùn jẹjẹrẹ ó ti wà ní stage 4 báwo ló ṣe mọ̀ àkọ́kọ́ ibi tí irọ́ ti ń jábọ̀ arábìnrin yìí ó ní òun ò ní stage 4 o kò dé stage 4.
There's now been a strong tide against believing you. People tend to disbelieve. And I want to ask you, just to say one more time to the world, what was your process like? Tell us from when you discovered the lump, how the lump was discovered, what the doctor did to enable you know that it was now cancer.
Okay, thank you very much. The lump was discovered July last year. And people who are close to me, my inner circles, I think I spoke about it to them. So they asked me to do what is called a biopsy. So the biopsy takes about 2 to 3 weeks to come out.
Can you tell us the physical action that was taken to do this biopsy? What did they do to you?
I think there's a needle that is inserted to bring out, I don't know, maybe substance. You know,
so where was the needle inserted?
Right close to your nipple.
On your right breast?
No, my left.
Or your left breast,
yes,
okay.
On the nipple. So they brought out, I think, I don't know if it's substance they took for biopsy, maybe from the lump, I don't know. The medical, you know. So they took it for biopsy. When the biopsy came out, it was not cancerous. As of July last year. So I think the biggest mistake I made, I told the doctor that I wasn't ready for the surgery, like to take out the lump. Can I, go about my normal life? Then when I'm ready, he said, okay, fine, so long as it's not cancerous. Then as of January ending, I went back to the doctor and told him, okay, I was ready. He said, we have to now do a biopsy again because the one we did was over barely 9 to 10 months. It was when we did the biopsy, January ending, that was when they found out that it was cancerous.
How did they find out? What did they do? They did another biopsy?
They did another biopsy, yes.
Okay.
That you're mixing radiologists, oncologists. I feel like it's something you should know.
No, it's not something I should know because cancer is not something I am aware about. I've said it over
but
and
you've
over
been
again.
given this. It's been 2 weeks since you came out to talk about this, and you mentioned stage 4. That was the first video I ever saw from you.
Yes, that was
stage 4. How did they come about that stage 4?
I'm not supposed to know. So maybe at this point
we are going to
be, that's what I'm trying to say. At this point, we're going to be asking the medical doctor. So when this whole shenanigans came out on social media, everybody just say, let's get a second and a third option.
Okay, so let me say something. Exactly, how did you know it was stage 4? Because you seemed quite confident with that stage 4.
Because that was what I was told. I'm not a medical doctor.
How is it possible to say you have stage 4?
Was it that same Enugu doctor?
Yes.
Is it in your report?
Exactly.
She's willing to show the doctor.
I will share.
Yes, I'm interested to
I would
see.
share.
So this is your stage 4 report. Is it the doctor that told you that it was stage 4?
Yes, the doctor.
By the time you went there the second time?
Yes.
But what,
so just based on seeing you was when you calculated that it was stage 4?
I do not know them. I don't want to say.
What do you understand? Because if someone tells me something, right, I would go and read up on it, right? So what did you understand by stage 4? Because I'm assuming that you don't want to die, right? So if someone tells you stage 4, it sounds advanced, right? Or you don't know that.
Yeah, that's the reason why I broke out on social media.
Social media to answer the question for you. What was social media? What was your goal on social media?
Now, as a medical practitioner, when they tell you have cancer, it's already traumatic alone.
Okay.
I didn't even have the guts to go and start reading. In fact, the major reason I came on social media was I wanted to see people who have experienced the same thing.
Yeah, but the big question is how did you conclude that it was stage 4?
Stage 4, exactly.
Did the doctor just look at you and say, oh, this is stage 4?
She's willing to share the report.
That is what
Why
I
not
was
allow
told.
the doctor look at it?
That was
Okay,
what
the
I
doctor
was
can
told.
look at it.
Yes, I'm very interested.
Can she look at it?
That's what I was
And
told.
let me ask you, as a lawyer, if someone publicly claims...
It's interesting that you're bringing the same results to me because Dr. Odigwe, the pathologist that signed this report, because of course we have a...
Is this the same report as the one that we saw?
Yes, the
last time?
pathologist that signed this result lives in Asaba. And I'm a doctor, of course. I can trace any doctor in Nigeria. And I called him on Tuesday.
Sorry,
and he
before you
knows
talk,
nothing
is that
about
the same report
Yes,
that
it's
you
the
saw
same
last
result.
week?
It's the same result that is going
Okay,
around
that he said
social
she
media.
didn't post, but it's around.
And this particular pathologist said he knows nothing about this. And he is based in Asaba, not
The
Enugu.
pathologist of the report.
Yes,
there.
of this report is based in Asaba. I know that for an absolute fact.
So he told you
So that's the
after.
first
Yes, because yes.
He told you that he has nothing to do with
Yes, and he stays in Asaba. The address here is Enugu. He hasn't been to Enugu in recent times. He lives in Asaba,
it. So,
Delta
how do you
State.
respond to that?
This
Let's go
pathologist
ahead and,
stays
like
in
I
Because they're saying that
Asaba.
the pathologist that you put in that report, which you claim
That
is your
signed
real
this report stays in Asaba. That I know for an absolute fact.
Please, I want
on
to ask
Tuesday.
again.
Go ahead.
Is this report the same report that we saw last week?
Yes, it is. It's
So
the
this
same
same
one.
report that we saw last week, that Blessing you claim you didn't post on your Instagram page and on your social media page, is the same report that that guy,
Yes,
the guy that
exactly.
we saw on the video, which unfortunately they have not been able to show us, is the same report he printed. So
Absolutely.
this is your real report.
So that's the
What
first one.
happened to the brother of the girl who claims that this report was forged?
I don't know who the person is.
So it's not a fake report.
No, it's not a fake
But the brother of the girl that you just saw just now says this report is his sister's report.
It's not.
It's
And this
not.
doctor stays in Asaba.
So are you saying, and number one, we are saying it's you don't know that man. Number two, you're also saying you didn't post this report
I didn't.
to the guy who just spoke on social media.
Absolutely.
But for some coincidence or some funny reason, the reports tally. The report the guy posted and the
Perfectly.
report here, they are totally the same. Word for word. You are
Even
now
this
saying
doesn't tell us that it's stage 4.
but you
by
are
the
now
way.
even saying the oncologist whose name is
No,
there.
the pathologist.
The pathologist whose name is there said he doesn't
lives in
know her.
Asaba and he doesn't know anything about this.
So, Blessing, what do you want to say about
Diagnosed
that?
cancer.
No, so the way it works is that, you know, in medicine there are different fields, right? So the process for a person that comes with a breast lump, you don't know what it is. So the first stage is to go for imaging. You come back from imaging. Right now, the modality is to do a biopsy, fine needle aspiration biopsy. Even if it comes out benign, you have to take out the lump. You
So in other
cannot
words,
go
should
because
have-
you cannot
it should
be
have been
very
taken
sure.
out from the
You know,
one.
yes, because
regardless
that
of whether
is-
she wanted it or not.
That
it
is the
is not your
carelessness.
choice unless you discharge yourself against or you do it against medical advice. It's not likely. You cannot come to me and you said you're not ready unless you're not medically fit. Maybe you're very sick, you're pregnant, you're not medically fit. But it's a if they're thinking it's benign, it's a simple surgery. It's not invasive.
Okay.
It's a day surgery. Some people go home that same day. They do go home that same day.
No, but you see, right now it is they are conflicting. There's already inconsistency. Because on one hand, you are showing her the same report that was displayed last week. Blessing, I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
You are showing her the same report that was displayed last week. Meanwhile, you are saying you're not the one that sent it to that guy.
I have not seen the result that
Yeah,
you
but,
displayed there.
but
So-
there was a
She said she have
screenshot.
another-
Yes, so like I
So
said,
you have another report to show
everybody
us.
says, okay, go for an open auction. So I went to Lutz Cancer Center, to do the same stuff. So they gave me a couple of.
What did they give you?
I did my whole stuff. So they asked me to
What
do.
are the
What are the
couple
stuff?
of,
Because you need to be more.
You have to be very, very specific now, please.
I'm not a medical doctor.
But you can't say that. you
you
can't.
have an ailment that is
Yeah, exactly.
serious.
It's life threatening. You can't say that.
So
Yes.
So these are the tests I'm running. So maybe when the
Running,
test.
not that you have run.
No, they just asked me to. So
But
I
by
think
stage 4,
it
shouldn't
will
you have
come out.
already run those tests?
They didn't ask me to run this, so it is not my fault.
I know, but I'm curious as to how you came to stage 4 conclusion
That was what I was told.
without any tests being done.
I mean, this doesn't prove anything, unfortunately, because
What's that report that you
it
have?
just says a series. It states a series of tests that she should carry out.
there? If what?
It's just a series of tests, chest X-ray, that we do to confirm metastasis, right? But this is not solid enough because I can enter LASUF right now and write anybody's name and write this series of tests, right?
The result is not out.
This is not a result, exactly. So results will be more,
recommendation
exactly.
So let the result come out. I can now come back and show it to you people.
Okay, first and
So
foremost,
as
I
a
want to
second
ask,
option.
because right now, the area is still very grey, and I really think that we need to dig deeper. Because cancer is not a joke by
It's
any
not,
standard. So I want to
actually.
ask you, If someone publicly claims a serious illness and is later proven false, especially after receiving sympathy or financial support, what legal consequences arise? And does the law distinguish between deliberate deception and misinformation where money is involved?
Thank you. I think the first point I want to make is that as human beings, it is only natural to be empathetic. If somebody comes on record and say, I have been diagnosed with cancer, the person goes further to even say stage 4 cancer. I'm not a doctor. I'm happy we have one here who is very brilliant and knows her stuff. But for me as the lawyer, if I hear stage 4 cancer, that sounds life-threatening to me. So the first issue that aroused my curiosity is that the victim, in quote, as it were, Blessing, who is here, I had to review some of the videos she has put out. And I did not see somebody who is sober, so somebody who has been diagnosed with cancer. Cancer victims that I know, I mean, I know she's a very outspoken person. I give that to her. She's very vociferous about her views. But if you are diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, there should be that immediate, instantaneous
Curiosity.
sobriety, calmness, reflection. But when you are diagnosed with stage 4 cancer and you are still on social media antagonizing people, it is expected that people will want to know, is this really a cancer patient? Cancer is not a joke. Secondly, I listened to the defense she has put forward. I'm actually again quite amazed that she has come on a rise to defend herself. And I just hope that what she has said is true, because if you are coming on national television to reassert what you have said on social media, if subsequently it is found that what you said was not true legally, that can be very perilous, because you are basically telling Nigerians that, look, I am willing to go to any lengths to defend myself. Now, what could be the implication, assuming that our claim is shown later not to be correct? Don't forget, she has just presented a medical report to us. She has obliged us, and you notice I was very interested in having the doctor look at it. The doctor has confirmed that, to the best of our knowledge, substantial facts in that document is not correct. The most relevant being the name of the doctor. A medical report is only a report if it is authenticated by a doctor,
which the doctor has denied.
Yes, the moment it is like the judgment of a court. If I come before you now and say I got a judgment from a court, the most important element of that document that will show that this is a judgment of a court is to look at the name of the judge who signed or wrote or read the judgment, who delivered the judgment. So where she says she has spoken to the doctor whose name is on the report, the doctor has disclaimed the document, the doctor and the location of the doctor is also being contested. That worries me. Okay. So Blessing will have to offer explanation on the origin of that document. Now, under the law, if a person is found to have obtained money under false pretenses, that itself is a serious matter. It is a crime that can be prosecuted. Those who have made donations, I am not making conclusion here. I'm just giving broad, generic commentaries. Those who have made donations for Blessing on account of a public assertion, on account of a representation in the public that she has been found to have stage 4 cancer, if it is later confirmed that this is not true, they can sue her for deceit, which is a tort. They can sue to recover the money. So I hope that Blessing has spoken to a lawyer to advise her on the gravity of what is at stake. This is not just a matter for social media debates. This is not just a matter for bloggers to train with. This is not just a matter that is trivial. This is a matter that has serious implications. This is a matter that even the medical doctor whose name has been associated may file an action for defamation.
And also the woman who claims that she's the original.
There are series of implications which I have highlighted. The doctor whose name is associated may have a cause of action, and I am hoping the doctor will actually come forward and begin to address the issue. Okay. The Medical and Dental Council should be interested in knowing how a doctor's name appeared on a document where somebody says I have stage 4 cancer, and that document is now being disputed, so that if she was misled, if somebody gave her that document and say, oh, on the basis of this document, you can establish this claim, that person should also come forward to explain how he or she came about. If the doctor truly did not issue that document, Blessing has to explain who gave it to her, where the person got it from. So, are we looking at potential forgery here? Are we looking at altering documents, which is a crime? Are we looking at obtaining money by false pretenses? Are we looking at the thought of deceit? These are the legal issues. So, I hope and I pray that Blessing has truly appreciated that this is a serious matter.
Okay.
I want to say again for the record that as human beings, it is expected we are empathetic. I'm not here, and Blessing, you are not on trial. We are not persecuting you here. We are just seeking clarity because we have gone on public to seek funds. Ruth, I have raised money for Nigerians. If you follow me on social media, I have raised millions and millions and millions of naira for many Nigerians in the last few years. There is no single instance. In fact, I've raised money for people that have medical issues. There is no instance where I have gone on social media to use my platforms to help people in need raise money without being specific on what the money is required for, without substantiating the purpose for which that money is raised. So you owe the public an explanation. It is not enough to say, I cannot put out my reports, right? People have donated money. I don't know how much it is, but people have donated money. They deserve some accountability. They deserve a cogent response. And for me, at this moment, I am not satisfied. She says she has gone to Lute. At this time, Lute has recommended tests. Lute has not made a diagnosis.
No.
The evidence she has shown to prove the diagnosis has been discredited. So my conclusion as the lawyer at this material time is that the claim of a cancer diagnosis has not been established.
Okay.
wọ́n máa ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ pé báwo ló ṣe wá mọ̀ pé o ní àrùn jẹjẹrẹ, ìwé wo ló fi tọ́ka pé o ní àrùn jẹjẹrẹ. Wọ́n gbé ìwé yẹn jáde, wọ́n fi wọn dókítà kan, ohun tí dókítà náà sọ ó yà ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ lẹ́nu. Nítorí náà ẹ̀yin èèyàn, ẹ̀yin ṣe gbogbo ẹni tẹ́ bá rí lórí ayélujára tó wá sunkún, tó ń ké, tó ń yẹra mọ́lẹ̀, ní gbogbo wọn ló ń sọ òótọ́ o. Àwọn kan wà pé kíní yẹn ó ń ṣe wọ́n lóòótọ́, àmọ́ àwọn kan wà tó jẹ́ wípé wọ́n kò fẹ́ lórí àwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà, wọ́n fẹ́ lórí àwọn èèyàn, wọ́n kò fẹ́ àti lè sọ wípé irọ́ ló ń padélẹ̀ àmọ́ àwọn ìwádìí ó sì ń tẹ̀síwájú nítorí pé gbọ́ wọn yàn wọ́n fi ọ̀rọ̀ wà lẹ́nu pọ̀. Àwọn kan ti jáde gan, wọ́n ní pé ìwé tó gbé jáde tó sọ wípé ìwé tí wọ́n fún ní ilé ìwòsàn ni, wọ́n ní ayédèrú ni, àwọn àbúrò òun gangan ló ní. Àwọn kan ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ o, èmi kọ́ o, àwọn yẹn sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Àbúrò wọn ló ní o, wípé kì í ṣe títí ẹ̀, ó lọ tọwọ́ bọ̀, ó ṣe àwọn nǹkan kan bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, kì í ṣe òun gangan ló ní. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi, kí lẹ rí sọ sí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí? Blessing sí yìí o, gbọ́ àwọn èèyàn gbogbo.